Hey y'all, it's Lindsay from Organically Designed, and I am back to talk some more about some budget-friendly finds. I've talked about Dollar Tree a little bit in a previous video, and now I'm going to talk about some things that I found at Dollar General and a few things that I found at Walmart. And first things first is, Dollar General definitely, when it comes to decor, wasn't something that I ever was like, oh yeah, Dollar General, I'm gonna go see what decor they have. But lately I have been going more and more, and I've definitely fallen in love with their decor pieces, that their crafting section, especially their florals and greenery. Like, the quality there, definitely awesome. So one like just little cool sign that I found, I'm just going to be using it as part of my little office, is a Love More sign. This is just $8. I like the little wooden beads at the top. I like the little palette look to it. The metal sign, it kind of goes along with those white metal bins that I showed in February's budget-friendly finds. And just like a sweet reminder to just kind of like look up to whenever I'm working. So just $8 at Dollar General. They had a few different other ones that said some other things on it, but definitely that one just was like, one was like, buy me, you gotta get me. Then in my Dollar Tree video, I like mildly like introduced this bucket because I'm using some florals that I got from Dollar Tree to go inside of this little metal bucket, because I'm doing like, I'm turning like a $50 faux floral arrangement into my budget friendly one for only $8. So this bucket's $3 at Dollar General. They have a couple different other colors and kind of like a sea foamy and then a pink one, but I like the little jute twine handles. And if you can see, it kind of has like a textured white look to it. I like the white one just because, like I've said, I don't know how many times before, I kind of buy things in neutral colors so I can kind of switch things up and mix things all around, because way one thing works one time may not for another. And this is something that I can use over and over and over again with different florals inside the home, and it can pretty much, with the way that it looks, it can go really anywhere in my house, which is, I mean, the versatility, like having something that's versatile when it comes to decor, when it comes to organizers. Even if you're spending like a low amount of money on it, like a $3.10, to me is just definitely worth it, because one, I'm going to keep it around longer because it's neutral, and two, I can switch it out and put whatever florals I need in it because it's white, so anything's going to look good in it. Talking about florals, I joke around a lot when people come into my home that I'm like, welcome to the shit show. And so much so that I now have a sign over our entry closet that says, welcome to the shit show. And I wanted to kind of like soften that pretty little sign. And I'll have to like put a picture up on my Instagram and Facebook whenever I do this, but I kind of wanted to put these greenery wreaths, and these kind of like have like a kind of a almost like a eucalyptus, I believe, look to them, and I just kind of like how simple it is. I mean, nothing like overly fancy. And next to the sign, and y'all will see in photos, but these were $5 each, and the Dollar General I normally go to only had one of them. And so the Dollar General I went to the other day had two. So then I was like, okay, this is definitely going to work. And when I put them up next to each other and held them up to that sign, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to look really, really nice next to each other. Just simple. And this is, like this one is, it's just like a sturdier, like plastic, and definitely something that's going to be super easy to dust or like spray off if it gets really bad, and then hang it back up. So $5 for each of those. So, and just like an easy little touch. And again, something I won't kill, since plants come to my home to die. I do have like some live plants in my house. I have 4 succulents out of the 12 that I bought that have survived, and that is only the only credit I can give is to my husband for watering them every day, because if it was up for me, they'd be dead a long time ago. I am basically, like I've mentioned before, I'm a hospice for plants. So if anybody gives me a plant and it can't grow on its own outside, it's going to die. So that's why I like the faux ones so much, because I love greenery, I love florals, but I kill them. And these I can't kill. So I've had some more like eucalyptus stems. So I was like, oh, I can add it to this. Or I bought some eucalyptus garland from Dollar Tree that I was going to add to a grapevine wreath. Grapevine wreaths, like I mentioned before, they're my one of my favorite wreaths to work with, just because with all the little branches in there, it's so easy to kind of like tuck florals in and things like that, so you can reuse your wreaths without I try not to do too much hot gluing when it comes to wreaths, because especially with the grapevine ones, just because I can kind of mix them up and change them up and refresh them. But yeah, I was like, ooh, this is a little pretty with the like light green sprigs at the top. So these are $2 each, a Dollar General. And then going on with that, I got inspired by a little hand towel I got from Walmart, and I'll show you that when I get to the Walmart stuff. But it had little lemons on it, and near the checkout they had the seasonal florals and greenery, and I found these little lemon branches. These are $3 each, and of course I got 2. But these leaves are so big on here. And the cool thing about this is if you want to do it tall, you can do it tall in a vase. You can cut them down just a little bit. You can cut them down to where you're all the way down to just like the stems if you wanted to do something like really short in like a small vase or a box. So yeah, I just thought those were really pretty, and it's going to be great for like a spring to summer little centerpiece, or something to put on our mantle, because our mantle's a little bare right now because I'm doing a refresh of some old decor. I'm painting it. I'm going to be painting it a new color to give it kind of like a new look. But anyway, with the lemon branch, I wanted some florals to go with it, and right next to the lemon branches were these floral branches, and they have that little like yellow color in there. And again, these are $3 each as well. And again, you can cut them down, make them different sizes, which makes it like really easy, kind of like switch up how you want it to look. So I got those to kind of go together, and I was like, ooh, these are gonna be like really pretty to go like on a mantle, or I mean really anywhere in the house. So a couple like other things that I like to get is I like tags. I like hanging tags. I kind of got hooked on hanging tags. I used to be all about like the stick-on labels, but I kind of got into like hanging tabs when I did my linen closet. If you go back to my linen closet video, you'll see the chalkboard tags that I use, and the chalkboard. I did do some chalkboard sticker labels too, that I got from the Dollar Tree, but at Dollar General for $1, their Crafter's Closet, 20 piece of these brown tags. And I was like, oh, these would look good on anything that I have. I've said before, I use a lot of white, black, and gray, and then kind of like a natural color like the jute, the twine, and just kind of like bare wood features. So 20 pieces of these, I was like, oh, this is gonna be great because I can use it here in my dining room / office, where we kind of do all our crafting and games and things like that. So I can label my bins. I can label these easily for projects and stuff. So these are great. And then another little dollar find that I found with the crafting stuff for my kids. I just thought this was cool. These are magnets that you can color. So I I mean, coloring and art, that's therapy. So I got these mandala ones for my oldest daughter. You can see what both of them look like on the back. They had some fun like character ones too. But I just did the mandala ones, and then for my middle daughter, I got the little florals. And again, you can see what both of them look like on the back. And these are $1 for a pack. So, okay, so Dollar Generals are kind of like your Dollar Trees. They're kind of like, they're hit and miss on items. So you kind of have to go to different ones and you'll find different things. And the one that I happened to go to this week had a lot more of the greenery there for one. And then they had a ton more like bins and totes that I've seen than most of the ones that I normally go to. And I wanted something kind of like a small storage bin that I could use for a bunch of different things. Again, I like to switch things up. So I wanted to pick something up that could go from like markers and paintbrushes and paints and nail polishes and makeup and blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, tons of stuff, photos, whatever. And these are Sterilites. They have like the locking lids. And they are like 11 by about 6.5 by 2 3/4. So they're not huge. And the shell price said $4.50. But make sure you use your Dollar General app and scan stuff, because they ended up being $3.83 a piece. And so I picked up 3. I buy a lot of stuff in 3 because I have 3 kids. So I kind of use them like that. Plus, I like how stacks of 3 look. So, because I'm weird like that. OCD. Okay. Then another thing, like, I just randomly ran across, and which was awesome, because my son's 3rd birthday party is coming up soon, and they have like a little clearance aisle thing in the middle of the store with like dollar things mixed with marked down items, and they had these little 8 paper snack bowls, but they're Paw Patrol, and that is like the theme of his birthday is Paw Patrol / fire trucks, because we like Marshall. He's my son's favorite. And look at these. They have all the little characters on them, and their vehicles. And I was like, ooh, you know, I'm trying to think of like easy desserts, right? So what's more fun than having a ice cream bar for toddlers? It's gonna be a mess, but yeah, fun. These were $1 for each 8-pack. I bought 4, of course, so that everybody can join in. Just a side note for that, at Big Lots, I did see today cups, these bowls, and straws, all paper by Glad, of course. They had dinosaur and unicorn ones there. So check out if like you're looking for like birthday supplies or just compostable. I may be failing at English right now. Anyway, things that can be biodegradable. We'll step up a level and use that word. Yeah, so they had those in the straws and the cups and those snack bowls and dinosaurs and then unicorns. So their party section is pretty freaking awesome. I love, now normally for parties I always go to Dollar Tree, but I was like, oh, let me look at Dollar General, and they have a ton of dollar stuff too in their party section. And I just, because I was like, my son's gonna flip his crap over this, is these 18 sparkler birthday candles. Of course, we're not going to use that many on his cake, but how freaking fun are these? I wonder if these, I don't know if these are the ones that like don't go out and are really frustrating for like adults, because you're like and yeah, whatever. I look like a fool. It's fine though. It's fine. So I was like, these are going to be super fun for him. So he'll enjoy that. So that's what I picked. Those were $1, by the way. Those candles were $1. And okay, so another thing, I was talking about like decor pieces, right? And I love little rugs, like little throw rugs that I could just like, oh, I'm gonna put a rug here, I'm gonna put a rug here, like little tiny like accent pieces, because I can't do big rugs right now. Because again, toddler. So small ones that I can throw in the wash are like key. And I also like to kind of, when I do photos, like I use them for like backdrops and stuff, because I'm fancy like that. So I'm gonna go through like a few like my favorite rugs that I found there. And okay, so this one I hadn't seen at any of the other Dollar Generals, and they may be at yours, they may be new, I'm not sure. But this one, they had a few different color schemes of this one. So this is folded in half. This is a white and gray, kind of like a diamond, like maybe like a little hexagon print. But look at the little tassels. Those are super cute. $6. This is their True Living. $6 for that. It is 20 by 30 inches. So I was like, ooh, this will be a great little accent rug somewhere. Like I said, gray's my color. Another little rug. This one's $5. I think this one's just a tad bit smaller than that gray and white one. And like I love stuff that I can bleach too, and this one definitely can. This is a Fresh Home brand. So and the cool thing about this one, that the other two, like the first one that I showed you and the other one that I found, is this has some like rubber sewn in on the bottom, so that's going to grip the ground. So this was really cool. That's what I liked about it. And plus I can bleach it. So that was $5. Then this big one, and I apologize because I don't have the measurements, because I've already taken, oh wait, I do have the measurements. This is a cotton woven rug. It's 100% cotton. It's 27 inches by 45 inches. And it doesn't have anything fancies on the end. Just, it's like simple. But what I liked about this is I liked that it was kind of like a natural white mixed with like a jute color. And it's striped all the way down. Of course, you're not going to see the whole thing because of how large it is. But this is a great like little entryway rug, and you can put like a little liner down. And if you don't want to like go and get like a rug liner, I mean, just go get the like drawer liners that they sell, I mean, at Dollar General or at Dollar Tree, and just like cut it down to the length, and that will grip it just enough to like make it to where it doesn't move, especially like when it comes to like smaller rugs like this, because most of the width of those liners are like about 12 inches, 12 to 18 inches are like kind of like the average of those little liner, you know, the ones with the holes in them that look like the rug liners. Get those, get a roll of those, and you can easily keep those down without getting like a huge mat in a rug section that's going to cost you like $15 or more. So moving on to Walmart. So at Walmart, if you're like me, like I love my blinds, but I hate them. I hate cleaning them. Okay. So like no matter how many times like I dust them, I still feel like they look gross. They've been in our house since like the previous owner. We've only been here a couple years, and I probably like should have done better at this. But you know what? Like life happens, and that's okay. And I'm willing to admit my flaws. So I've tried to wipe them down with wipes and things like that. But I'm going to try like a homemade solution and like a homemade like all-purpose cleaner. And I'm look for that video that's going to come up in April, because I'm going to be doing like a big spring cleaning thing. I like to deep clean my house quarterly. Like I mean like every inch of this house gets clean. So I found this like nifty little thing, and it was like how much was it? I think $3.88 at Walmart, and it's on like a clip strip, so it doesn't like have a home spot in the store, but it has a clip strip, the little plastic clips that like kind of hang, and it was in the section with the cleaners. And it comes with like a refill one, and this is great because it's kind of like cloth material. And the cool thing about this is if I had a dip of the cleaner, or like not a dip, a bowl of the cleaner, and I wanted to just soak this on, or I could spray it on, and it cleans two blinds at the same time, and can kind of just go like back and forth on it and just clean it up, because I definitely need to step my blind game up. It says you can use it for air vents too, but This is way too like thick for my air vents, but plus most of the time, like my returns, I normally take those off and power wash them. So that's how I clean those. Cool little find. Another cool little find, I was telling y'all in my Dollar Tree video, like my husband likes to make his own sauces and stuff, and sometimes he makes like a crap ton of them. So like I found this little shaker bottle, and it was bear with me, it was $2.97, and it has the measurements and everything on it. You can do this for like your homemade dressings and stuff. Like my sisters, they've done like Whole30 and things like that, so they've made their own dressings, and so this, something like this would be great for that too. But it reminds me of like the protein bottles, because like inside is this, kind of breaks down all those spices and stuff. So, but because it's so wide too, it's way easy to clean. But yeah, I mean, super inexpensive, and like you could use this over and over again. And I mean, even like these little nooks and crannies, I mean, I can get my finger in there and clean it. So heck yeah, they have a blue one too, so if you don't like green. So my inspo for the lemon branch was this 94-cent towel, and it's super soft. Love this towel. I like little decor towels to hang on my oven. I never used to be like that, okay? But then my husband's family started getting me like cute towels for holidays and stuff. And like when we moved into this house, his aunt like gave me these really cute spring ones. And ever since then, I'm like, oh, now I have to have a towel for every holiday. So this is going to be my summer one with the lemons. These are 94 cents at Walmart with cute little colors. And then when that one, if that one gets dirty in between, I can put this little pretty bright and colorful one up. Live colorfully. 94 cents for both of these. And I was like, oh, that's a great deal for little decor pieces. Okay, so last but not least are these party bins that I got from Walmart, and they have pictures on. Lord, I'm gonna knock somebody out. Thank goodness my children aren't down here. These are rectangular party tubs. They are 20 by 11.5 by 8. So you can put like drinks in it and stuff for like parties and things if you want to. These are also, you could probably use this like on top of your, if you don't like gunk and stuff, like for your laundry stuff, this would be great to put your laundry stuff in. What I'm using it for is probably going to be like, I have a pantry that has like overstock food in it, you know, like when I get duplicates and stuff, because who doesn't like to bulk up? So I should bulk up, bulk buy. Y'all, my brain's not working today. Anyway, so I was gonna use this for these, so because I'm like, that shelf is kind of like deep, so I could kind of like stick them in there and kind of like, they're kind of like nice and pretty and hidden, because right now they're just sitting there. So I picked up a couple of these. Again, they have other colors. I just picked up white because I like to mix things around, because one day it may be in there and then a month later I get inspired and put it somewhere else and put something else in there, and then I'm like, oh, I want everything in cute baskets, so then I pull my baskets down and use them. It's a thing. So like organizing is a process, and that's like one thing. It's kind of like one of those things where you kind of had to kind of do like a refresh depending on how often you use something. Like I just reorganized that pantry last year, but at this point it's been maintained, but as I look at it and as we live in it, and it could be better. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like a constant, like organizing is a work in progress, and it's never going to be one of those things where you're like, oh, it's 100% done, because more products going to come in or products going to leave, and that means like there's going to be a need to be like a readjustment in what you do. So that's why I always tell people, like, when you're organizing, definitely go for like a color scheme for yourself. And you know, I'm going to be doing like an organization 101 video to kind of like talk more about like my process and how I do things and my advice to kind of like keep money down, because I feel like if you're doing something in like certain colors just for a specific room and it's not going to flow into another room, you're going to be spending money that you don't necessarily need to be spending, and later on when you need to make readjustments, it's kind of like those bins or boxes or baskets kind of get, well, where do I put them now? And they either like fill up another space or you get rid of them. So I kind of like committing to a couple different colors. So that's why you're going to continue to see things like clear and white and gray and black, and that's because I will constantly use those in all areas of my home. So anyway, that was an awesome little tangent and tidbit, but this is my budget-friendly finds for Dollar General and Walmart, and I'm looking forward to like for y'all to see how I'm going to be putting everything to use. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe for all the ways that I'm going to be using this stuff so you can see it later on. Definitely check out my Facebook page, Organically Design, my Instagram, organically design underscore design underscore for my Instagram. I connect that with my Facebook page, so definitely check that out. And as always, happy organizing, and y'all have an amazing rest of your day.